The birds we know today have evolved from small carnivorous dinosaurs that lived in the late Jurassic Age. The first known bird, Archaeopteryx, was discovered in the early 1860s. It had feathers along its arms and tail, but unlike birds living today, it also had teeth and a long bony tail. Many of the bones found in the Archaeopteryx, hands, shoulder girdles, pelvis, and feet were distinct, unlike in the birds of the present. In the 70s, scientists discovered Archaeopteryx had some of the same unique features with small carnivorous dinosaurs called theropods, which led them to believe that theropods were the ancestors of birds. Birds after the Archaeopteryx continue to evolve on the same path as their ancestors, have reduced infused bones, having thinner bone walls, long feathers, and developing asymmetric veins. Their tails reduced to a small stump on the wishbone became stronger. These are the only few of the technicalities involved in the evolution of birds.
The ordinary bird of today can be distinguished through species-specific traits such as a beak with no teeth and feathers which were passed down from its ancestors, proving that birds truly are the last surviving dinosaurs. However, birds did not always have the ability to fly and roam the skies. The velociraptor first evolved the half-moon-shaped wrist bone present in birds, but it did not acquire the ability of flight, but instead adapted a prey-seizing strike. This eventually led to the Archaeopteryx, which through evolution gained the ability of short-distance, flapping flight thanks to the development of flight feathers and longer arms. The Iberomesornis took flight even further through the development of perching feet and a more powerful flight stroke thanks to bones that braced its shoulders to its chest. Flight maneuverability was improved with the dawn of Enantheornithus. They had acquired a more fused skeleton. This leads us to the Ichthyornithiforms, which basically had modern flight capabilities through the growth of a shorter back and tail, and is the last step before the modern bird.
Understanding evolution is critical for understanding biology. Prominent scientist Theodosius Dobzhansky said nothing in biology makes sense except in the light of evolution. Evolution essentially provides us with just about all we need to know about biology. It explains distinct similarities among extremely different life forms. Evolution is one of the key fundamental units in explaining the natural world, so without it, we wouldn't be able to explain much of the world as we know it. Knowing about evolution can inform the decisions we make as a people, as far as wildlife and natural resources are concerned. By knowing what we know about evolution, there is a better chance that we may make the proper decisions in doing things like preserving wildlife and saving endangered species.
Change in birds occurs through a mechanism known as natural selection. Natural selection is evident in birds that reside in environments where food is scarce. For example, when food is hiding in places such as in a tree branch, the bird would need a longer beak to be able to reach its source of nutrition or spare insects. Therefore, natural selection would favor birds which have the trait of a longer beak. Birds that feed off seeds, in contrast, would have shorter beaks as their food would most likely be laying out on the ground.